history, six-time Super Bowl winning coach Bill Belichick was named the new head coach at North Carolina last night. North Carolina officials said the sides agreed to a 5-year deal pending approval by the Board of Trustees, which is scheduled to hold an emergency meeting today. Now, this will be Belichick's first college coaching job. His father, Steve, served as an assistant coach for the Tar Heels from 1953 to 55. Belichick will bring some longtime confidants with him to North Carolina. Michael Lombardi, who worked with the Patriots from 2014 to 2016, will serve as the program's general manager, and Belichick's son, Steven, is also expected to be a part of the staff. Adam, a lot of people thought this would never happen. It was just rumors, and here we are. So what more can you tell us?
Well, Bill is a contrarian, and at a time when there are many college coaches looking to get to the NFL, Bill traveled the opposite path and waved to all the coaches along the way because he's not interested in doing what everybody else is doing. He's interested in doing what is relevant and pertinent to him. And that means going back to college, which is becoming more and more like a business. North Carolina offered him the certainty of a job coaching that the NFL didn't. The NFL had a chance to hire Bill Belichick a year ago. The Atlanta Falcons opted for Raheem Morris. The Washington Commanders opted for Dan Quinn. And Bill Belichick was left without a coaching chair, leaving him to become.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. Just Simply Sports here with me. I am Kaja. If you're new here, I welcome you. Please like and subscribe. If you're not new, you've been here. You already know. I appreciate your continued support. NFL, college. There's a huge difference, right? And I know Adam Schefter has all the inside scoop, but I feel like he wasn't being a bit honest, at least Bill wasn't being honest about how he really feels. I think we all know that he wanted to be back in the NFL. The simple fact is, like, no one seemed to wanted to hire him. So although he obviously has enough money, I'm sure, to retire and enjoy his young girlfriend and travel and, just do whatever he wants to do after years of hard work and 6 championships, I feel like it's obvious that he really, really misses coaching. And as opposed to waiting to see what would happen this offseason, who was going to bring him in as a coach, he decided to go back the opposite way and go to college. I think that's cool, but I don't believe that he decided to kind of flip the script. Like, okay, everybody's going to NFL. I'm doing the opposite thing this way. I think he did it because no one seemed to want him. And I don't understand that. To me, it's a cold world, you guys. It is so cold. Now, I don't know Bill Belichick. I've obviously heard things from, former teammates, listen to interviews and things like that. He has a winning culture. He created a winning culture there. For me when you see some of these coaches who have jobs and for how long they've had them, Matt Eberflus, for example, what did he do in Chicago? I mean, he had more than one quarterback, and somehow he's able to keep his job for a long period of time. You mean to tell me that nobody wanted Bill Belichick? Like, how was it Chicago wouldn't want someone like Bill Belichick? There are other teams out there. I'm looking like, how is it he has a job? To me, it's just crazy to me how things like this happen. But it also makes me wonder, and I always say, you get back what you put out in terms of your energy, in terms of your karma, right? I don't know how he came across in these meetings, with the owners and GMs, but maybe they wanted someone who was a little bit, maybe who didn't want as much control. And I know I heard him say during the offseason, last season, he was like, I don't have to be the GM. I'm okay with just coaching. I feel like he likes to have the control. He likes to be in charge. I feel like he was kind of trying to say the right things to try to appease, ownership and things like that for a job. But I don't think it's who he is. I mean, here at, in North Carolina, UNC, he has, complete control of the program. And the way it looks, or the way I've heard it also, is that he's developing this college program to be more like an NFL kind of style program with the way like he's trying to run it. I just wonder who they're going to be sending to people's homes, because he doesn't come across as the kind of coach that's going to be big into recruiting. I don't know his personality, but like, and looking at him, like, I don't know, if you came to my living room, obviously I'm like, oh, it's Bill Belichick, so there's like, excitement there. But just in terms of being able to connect with young players coming out of high school, I don't know. I don't know. He's not also known for drafting the best talent. Tom Brady is Tom Brady, but outside of Tom, it definitely hasn't looked the same, so I don't know, but I will say, like I was saying, you have to be careful of your reputation. Because I always say, like, people sometimes automatically assume, like, because you have a winning record, that automatically that means that people are gonna want you. It's not always the case. Attitude, personality, how you come across, how you can connect with people, things like that make a huge difference, especially in today's world. A lot of these top college programs have a lot of money to give out. So now Bill Belichick is competing with other programs that can offer quarterbacks 10 million to play for their college, 5 million. Like, the complete landscape of college has completely changed. I think this was back in the day prior to NIL, and it was just about going to be at a college where there was a great coach, and it was an NFL winning coach, and most coaches, most players do want to get to the NFL. Then I think that would have the automatic pull. You know what I mean? That's, I think, what makes Dion primetime so special. Not only is he who he is, but his personality, the way that he talks to the players, the way he communicates, how he connects with them, is a big part of the reason why a lot of the players want to come and play with him. That's how he got Travis Hunter, to come, and not go, to, a better, quote unquote D1 school, and go to Jackson State and then stay with him and then go to Colorado, which was like 1-11 when they got there, because the connection that he had built with him and the trust, that he put in him, and vice versa. you know um Bill Belichick doesn't strike me as that kind of individual. Again, behind the scenes, he might be completely different. I don't know him. I'm just going by what I've seen. And the fact that he has the record that he has and nobody at all wanted him, I'm like, wow. I'm not gonna say it's his age, because he could still coach. He's not 95. He's not, hunched over where he can't walk or has like eye problems or like seeing problems. You know what I mean? He's not, to my knowledge, I don't think he's wearing a hearing aid or anything. So to me, his age, I don't want to hear about him being in his 70s. Like that doesn't mean anything to me at all. Me personally, I feel like him being older, he's seen a lot more. So that, to me, that's a plus. I will say, I'm a big person on faith personally. And I feel like sometimes things happen the way they do for a reason. I always feel like sometimes situations are out of our control. And if you've done everything that you can do in a situation and you feel like it still didn't work out, then maybe God has something bigger and better for you. I do feel like Bill has his resume. He's exceeded expectations. He's like third winningest coach of all time. So going back to the NFL, only thing that was there for him to do would be to prove that he could win without Tom Brady. But he doesn't need to prove that, in my opinion, But some might feel differently. But in my personal opinion, no, he's Bill Belichick. He's done what he's done. He doesn't need to go back and improve anything. I will say I feel like it didn't work out, maybe because there's someone in college that needs to meet him. And coming through Bill Belichick in this program, the way that Travis Hunter said that Deion Sanders completely changed his life, and that decision to trust him and go to Jackson State, like he doesn't know where he would be without Deion Sanders, like what would have happened to him if he went to Florida State as opposed to Jackson State. He'll never know, obviously, right? He may have still been Travis Hunter, but we'll never know because he's with he's with Deion, primetime Sanders. And I feel like maybe there's someone or some some young men that he has, that God has decided to put, to put them along the same path. One thing I will say for him is that, for me, if it's my son and Bill Belichick is interested in him, I'm definitely interested in that, to see what that conversation is like, because you've been to the highest level. You know what it takes to get there. You know what they're looking for. You know how to stay. You know how to win. So for me, that's a plus. And I think, aside from the money, I feel like you would want to be in a program with a coach that knows how to get you to the next level, and they know what you need to do to stay there. More importantly, you know, um, that's all I can say. I know people are not really thinking that it may not work out. I think it absolutely might. I just hope that he lets the reins go a little bit, because times have changed, and college is completely different than what it was back in the day. So I feel like his way of doing things may have worked better, maybe 10, 15 years ago. But now with the way things are, the transfer portal, and you can kind of get paid any top college if you're super good. You don't necessarily have to go with Bill Belichick. So I look forward to seeing what he does. And ultimately, I'm sure there's somebody or some young men, some people that are going to come out of this program with him. And I do believe that he's going to change the course of someone's life. And I feel like that's why it didn't work out going back to the NFL. Everything happens for a reason. I stand firm in that. What do you guys think, though, about Bill Belichick taking over college, Nick Saban out, Bill Belichick in? Now, would it be interesting, though, if somehow next season they do a swap, right? Because Nick Saban is out there. I know he got tired of doing college, but hey, Nick Saban for the NFL, you never know. I look forward. What you guys think? Have a good day.